I got to play a little bit of Halo Reach today, and I just wanted to talk about it just very briefly before we talk about anything else. In fact, actually, this may be considered its own separate video, or I may decide to edit it as its own separate video, because the word that I've been getting from the developers and things like that, and from what I've experienced myself having played a build of the game, merits its own individual video just devoted to Halo Reach alone. Now, I grew up as an old school PC gamer, but even I have to admit I am grossly out of practice when it comes to the mouse and keyboard interface. So hearing me talk about things like movement and stuff like that about this particular game on the PC is not a good idea. That having been said, I actually got a quick interview with somebody who is a PC gamer, and this is what he had to say. Now, you're telling me you played Halo Reach on PC here on the show floor. What do you think of it?
Oh my God, it's gorgeous. I mean, it's there's no BS behind it. It's exactly what they said it would be. It's smoother, it's fast, it's gorgeous, it has an amazing frame rate, the controls feel fantastic. They didn't skimp on making it beautiful or anything like that. It's exactly what I was hoping for. Nothing less, nothing more.
I want to say that I certainly echo his feelings about it. Having finally, he gave me those comments before he actually, before I actually got a chance to play it. He had played it, but those thoughts were certainly in the back of my mind when I chose to go sit down and actually play the game for myself. Now, I do have a little bit of footage of the game, of one of the cutscenes playing in real time. Now, this is an early build of the game, and this is just an off-screen this is an off-screen filming of it. I have to say that I'm sure there was issues with how the camera picked up the screen and how the screen picked up how the screen acted. So take a look at this scene, and I will try to explain what's going on, or it will try to explain to you. I mean, obviously you can look at how well it looks or how, but you have to take into account that this is not a direct capture, and I'm limited by how good the image is going to be. Okay, so that's pretty much what the cutscene looked like. There's going to be some render magic and stuff like that, so please don't consider this the first, please don't consider this to be actual, at least what you just saw to be the be-all and end-all of what this game really looks like. 343 actually has has direct feed streams of it that are probably going to work a lot better than I could show you with the equipment that I brought with me to this event. But needless to say, there are a couple of things I have to say right now. The game was certainly running at 4K on PC. The game was also certainly running on using the mouse and keyboard system at 60 frames per second. At no point, and trust me, I was counting. Yes, I can do that. The game looked to be at 60 frames locked. Having played the game on the Xbox 360 when it first came out, I can tell you this game looks exactly as I remember. That's not a bad thing, but it runs a lot better, and the resolution has brought down the jaggy problem that some of the that the Xbox 360 version had. So because of the higher resolution and because of the increased horsepower of the computer itself, the game is running faster, the game is running smoother, and the game is looking a lot better with the the aliasing problem that you would notice on on Xbox 360 games. Basically, none of that is present here in this PC build. Another thing that I want to make mention of is there is one thing that did remain in the PC build, and that is the draw distance issue that was in the Xbox 360. Obviously, this was probably done for performance reasons, but basically, from a distance, especially when you're doing vehicle sections, for example, certain types of ground would not render fully all of its texture or foliage, basically, until you get closer to it. But as you get closer to it, you'll notice that certain effects will slowly fade in. That has not been changed in the PC build. That is still a thing in the PC build. Now, I'm sure they probably did that because that's in the code and that's what the developer intended for. That's fine. It doesn't bother me that much, but I just want to say that effect is still in the PC version of the game, at least in the build that I played. Another thing that I want to say is I know that a lot of people are going to be talking about the theater and the forge options. As far as I was told, and I talked to some of the people that are working on the game today, theater and forge will not make PC release. Those will be patched in later. Now, as far as I can tell, they also said that it should make final release for when they finally get the Xbox One version out. Now, that is not what I played. I did not play the Xbox One version. As far as I know, that's just not something that's being even offered yet. I think that they're going to be doing that as a Halo Insider build, the Xbox One version, I should say, at a later date. They are still working on it, of course, but that is not what I got to demo. That build isn't ready yet, and when it does, it's probably going to go to the Halo Insiders first. So gear up for that if you're interested. But the important thing to remember about this particular build is that I believe that the console version of Halo Reach will be coming out at least at a point later, past the PC version. The PC version is coming first, no question about it. But just remember that probably shortly after release, Theater and Forge is going to be patched in, and then I'm sure sometime later is going to pass, and then the Xbox One version is going to be coming out. Multiplayer and Firefight are coming, no question about it, to PC and console versions. You will be able to play multiplayer. You'll be able to play Firefight. Customization of armor is back. In fact, they're bringing in all new ways to do armor customization, or all new ways to view armor customization. The Recon armor, the Recon helmet is confirmed as returning. So that is basically all that I know about Halo Reach right now. And I want to say thank you guys to the guys at 343 Industries for giving me this information, for letting me get a chance to do a hands-on for this game. It played like a PC game. It felt and looked like a Halo game. All my PC gaming friends that want this, in fact, you know who you are. There's one person in particular that I've worked with. Yes, you. I'm doing this video for you, and when we work together again, I'm going to make sure to send you this video link when it's done. So until next time, guys, my name is Maniac with GameAccess.net. Take care, over and out. Remember, Reach.